Hey, it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday. Hey, so this is a Cabo 6 update. They have filed a couple of new documents in the federal court, and I found out the real reason as to why Dae'Jhanae Jackson changed her name. Hmm. So the last that I reported, I went over the motion to dismiss because the U.S. Department of State as well as the FBI are trying to get out of this case. And there was a question as to if they pull out of the case, who are going to be the defendants, and it's just going to be the Cabo Six. But um, I'm not too sure as to how the court is going to rule on the FBI and the U.S. Department of State to be non-suited from the case. That is just something that we all will have to tune into when the time comes when they actually have that hearing. Um, Prior to that, I did report that four of the Cabo Six were served, and actually Donovan actually was served as well earlier this month. So that is five out of six that were served. Now, the only person that has not been served is Dae'Jhanae Jackson, aka Imani Green. But we are going to go over the new filings and we're going to go over the reason as to why she changed her name. So let's hop right on into it. All right, so I'm trying to think. I believe two of the six have responded, and three of them have filed some type of pleading with the court in response to the lawsuit, which means that Dejanay is the only one that hasn't filed anything. I don't even think they have her served yet because they are unaware as to where she is. But this first motion for extension of time was filed by Elise White. She is asking for the court to grant her an extension. Now, here it says for an extension of time until and including February 28th, 2025, to respond to the complaint of the plaintiff. And in support of this motion, defendant shows the court that on December 2nd, 2024, she was served a copy of the complaint and summons. Defendant is required additional time, which is she's requires additional time within which to review the claims contained in the plaintiff's complaint and is in the process of attempting to obtain counsel to properly respond to the complaint. The time for defendant to answer, plead, and otherwise respond to the complaint has not yet expired. This motion is not made to delay or impede the progress of litigation and is made in good faith. Proposed order has been attached and it has been submitted to the clerk for consideration. And she's just respectfully requesting an extension until now. She puts the February 26th here, but up here she stated 28th. She just shorted herself 2 days, but oh well. And this was submitted on the 27th of January. So this is actually a very good drafted response or motion that she drafted. Well done. Well done. Now, as far as the court, they may schedule a hearing for this motion, and she would have to appear in court to explain in depth as to why she is wanting an extension. Or otherwise, the judge would just review it and he'll make his decision in his chambers, and he'll grant it or deny it and send them a copy of whatever he decides. Winter Donovan, she also submitted a motion for extension of time. Now, it's crazy that these are identical, so I can only imagine that they called each other, say, "Hey, girl, you gonna respond to the suit?" "Yeah, girl. Okay, let me email you what I'm gonna use. You just change your name and stuff, da 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 da." Because that's exactly what they did here. So, Donovan, she stated that she was served a copy of the complaint and summons on January 5th. And she also is requiring additional time in order to review the claims that is in the plaintiff's complaint, as well as to find counsel to properly answer and respond to the complaint. So pretty much the same thing that Elise said in her motion for a request of an extension. And they're both asking an extension to February 26, 2025. So very, very interesting. Now, Winter, she entered hers on the 24th, and Elise entered hers on the 27th. So I bet Winters found this online, called Elise and say, "Hey, girl, use this template," and that's what they submitted. I bet you. Now, Mr. Nazeer Wiggins, if y'all are unfamiliar with him, he is the one who I believe went on Instagram and pretty much was telling us what happened. Pretty much was telling us what happened at the Airbnb, right? So he decided to use AI or chat GPT. And how do I know? Because I always get clients to say, "Hey, can you look at this and make sure this is right?" I got it from chat GPT, and I'd be like, "Unfortunately, I can't. If you asking me to draft something for you, I can, but I'm not tweaking anything that came from the AI." Okay. But at least he had enough sense to do so. And I think it's a fairly, I mean, AI did it, so not him. So he get an A for effort. So this is Nazeer Wiggins' answer to the lawsuit. It reads, "To whom this letter may concern. I, Nazeer Tyree Wiggins, defendant, denies each and every allegation set forth in the complaint. To the extent the complaint contains conclusions of law, defendant denies any liability under those legal theories. Defendant specifically denies that plaintiff is entitled to any relief as requested." And the reason why he's saying that the plaintiff is not entitled is because the complaint states to fail. The complaint fails to state a claim. The facts alleged in the plaintiff's complaint are insufficient to show a plausible right to recover for the following reasons. One, no specific acts attributed to the defendant. The plaintiff complaints fails to provide factual allegations identifying any specific acts or omissions by the defendant that directly cause the plaintiff harm. General allegations or statements unsupported by concrete facts do not meet the burden of showing entitlement to the relief under Ashcroft and Iqbal. And then number two, failure to establish legal elements. Each cause of action requires a specific element to be proven, such as a duty, breach, causation, and damages, or intent and unlawful action. These complaint does not allege sufficient facts to satisfy these claims, rendering the plaintiff's claims legally deficient. Now, I believe that you did have a duty to ensure that she was properly cared for. You didn't call 911, and when y'all did call 911, the doctor was telling you what to do, and y'all bailed. You bailed. hmm Speculative allegations. The plaintiff relies on conclusory or speculative statements without factual support. For instance, the complaint lacks allegations that tie the defendant's alleged presence or actions to the harm suffered by the plaintiff. Courts have held that speculative claims are insufficient to withstand a motion to dismiss. So this boy is leaning to a motion to dismiss because he feel like he did not directly cause the plaintiff harm. Mm. Lack of causation and proximate cause. The plaintiff has not alleged a direct connection between the defendant's actions and the harm suffered. Without factual allegations that the defendant's conduct was the proximate cause of the plaintiff's injury, the right to recover cannot be established. Damages not adequately pleaded. The plaintiff fails to describe specific quantifiable damages or how those damages resulted from the defendant's alleged conduct. Without a clear articulation of damages, the plaintiff's claims are incomplete. I, the defendant, asserts that the deficiencies in the plaintiff's allegations preclude any recovery as they fail to demonstrate a legal right to relief under the standards required by federal law. The plaintiff's complaint is insufficient to show a right to recover because it fails to allege specific facts proving that the defendant's actions caused the alleged harm. The claims rely on vague, conclusory, or speculative statements and do not establish the required legal elements such as causation, intent, or damages. The defendant asserts that there is no connection between their conduct and the plaintiff's alleged injuries, and the claim fails to meet the legal standard of recovery. This is a wrongful death lawsuit. That's number one, which has been filed on behalf of Shanquilla Robinson's mother. When you failed to help this young lady in the time that she needed it, you stood by and you watched. You stood by, you watched, you did not render any type of aid. You didn't call the police when the police needed to be called. This mother needs closure. So, because of what happened in Mexico, you come back to America and you carry on with your life like nothing ever happened, while this mother has to pick up the pieces and figure out what to do on behalf of her child. Make it make sense. Now, for the last person, Miss Dae'Jhanae. So, based off of the court dockets in the federal court, it looks like they have been having trouble trying to locate this individual. Now, I don't know what type of, I don't even know what to say. As far as the law firm, I'm exhausting all outlets. I use LexisNexis, I use TLO. When I can't do that, I get to public data. When public data don't give me what I need, then I go straight to the court records to see if you have any recent filings with an address attached to it. And I will utilize that. I will call family members to see exactly where you are so I can get you served. And if I can't do it, then the process server will do it. If the process server can't do it and we need to hire a PI, you best believe they're going to find out where you are. But let's tap into why Dae'Jhanae wanted a name change. So here's the order granted by the court. This order was granted on November 14th, 2023. So initially her birth name was Dae'Jhanae Imani with an I Jackson. She changed it to E with an apostrophe Mani Green. And I'm sorry, my dog scared me. I have redacted. I have redacted all this information so that I can be at least due diligent in ensuring that her information doesn't get leaked. I don't think that other people are very uh mindful of that. They pretty much don't care at this time because of what she did to this young lady. So here is the actual order. Now, this is what I want to bring y'all to y'all attention. Oh, and another thing. Um When I do name changes for individuals, normally they have to go through a background check. They have to do an FBI check. Sometimes they have to do a fingerprint check and whatever checks, just depending on the state. And they have to have all of this before they even submit their application. Because when they submit their application, they have to have all that information with it, right? Whew, Lord Jesus. Y'all, here's her application. Her name, Dae'Jhanae Imani Jackson to Imani Green. She has no outstanding tax obligations, No outstanding child support obligations. Her name has not been previously changed by law. Now, here's the first crazy part. It asks you, why do you want to change your name? I am applying for a change of name for the following reasons. I want to change my name because I have been bullied and want to start a new life. I'm going to do a 10-second pause just in case anybody want to go fight the air. I want to change my name because I have been bullied and want to start a new life. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. Being bullied for what you did is light work. That's light work. Lord, this is the special proceeding. And let's get over here. It, and then also we have, so this is her fingerprint by the what is that? The State Bureau of Investigation. Let's see. It says that she has no criminal history record. Okay. But if she wouldn't even been able to do this if they would have done what they were supposed to do. But carry on. This is the FBI investigation. Nothing. Oh, this is her fingerprints. So nothing came up. Nothing came up. So she submitted all her documents. All right, so petition. Here's the petition. So that was the application. Here's the petition for a legal name change. So I comes now Dae'Jhanae Jackson. Da 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 da. Then we get to number 6. Petitioner has good and sufficient reason to change their name. Specifically, plaintiff desires to change their name because defamation of character from the world name is tarnished. Let me reread that. This is the good and sufficient reason for the name change because of defamation of character from the world and the name is tarnished. Newsflash, now Imani Green is about to be defamed. Well, you know what? It's not even you defamed your own character. You by you changing your name did not change your character. Let's get that straight. Your name, I don't care if you call yourself Daffy Duck. You will be known as Daffy Duck, that unalived Shanquilla Robinson. Okay? Whew. I just got hot reading that. Because that's wild. That is why you wanted to change your name because your character was defamed and your name has been tarnished. Well, newsflash, Imani Green, you might as well stay at the courthouse to keep changing your name. Because once people get a whiff as to why you changed your name, you might as well go live in the island, on an island somewhere. So yeah, crazy part is that she had to submit. Oh wait, hold that petition to proceed as indigent. So she didn't have funds to pay for her name change. Mm. Oh, because she's on Snap. I'm not knocking Snap. If anybody want to give me they, hey, I got 2 kids left in this house. Y'all want to go ahead and give me some? But yeah, so because she receives supplemental nutrition, what is that, assistance program, food stamps, she did not have to pay for her name change. Mm, talking about beating the system. Oh, and she attached her card. Oh, and then this is what I was saying. The crazy part of this is she had to submit An affidavit of good character. And I think she had to do 3 affidavits, bro. 3 affidavits from individuals. This says an affidavit of good character. I personally know them to be a good person. I'm sorry, I'm personally known them to be a good person of good character and know that they have a reputation as a person with good character and good standing in the community. Why are you lying on the affidavit? Oh dang, I showed their names. It don't even matter anymore because once people get a whiff of this, it's over. Y'all, did y'all see that? And so, all in all, the judge said, okay, I feel that I should grant you this. I wouldn't have grant her diddly squat, to be honest. Ma'am, your character, I don't care how many names you change to, your character will remain flawed. Instead of you taking accountability of what you did, it is on camera. There is no possible way that you can sit there and deny that. And all of y'all, the whole Cabo Six is out here living their best life. And, maybe some are getting bullied, harassed, and all that other stuff. You are alive. You are able to wake up each morning and breathe, use your limbs, smell, see, touch, feel. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.